In modern residential design, outdoor spaces are no longer treated as secondary areas. They are now considered extensions of the home itself, carrying emotional, functional, and aesthetic value equal to interior rooms. Even the smallest backyard can become a meaningful space when it is approached with intention rather than excess. This shift in thinking has changed how architects and designers approach outdoor structures, and one of the clearest examples of this evolution is the modern pergola. A small backyard does not limit design potential. In many cases, it refines it. Constraints encourage clarity, discipline, and purpose. Instead of filling space with objects, modern design focuses on defining space with structure. The modern pergola is a perfect expression of this idea. It is light, open, and architectural, offering shade and definition without enclosure or visual weight. This video explores small backyard modern pergolas not as decorative features, but as architectural tools. We examine how they shape space, how they interact with light and materials, and why they are particularly effective in compact outdoor environments. Through proportion, restraint, and thoughtful detailing, modern pergolas transform ordinary backyards into calm, functional outdoor rooms. What defines a modern pergola? A modern pergola is fundamentally different from traditional pergola designs. Traditional pergolas often rely on decorative elements, curved details, and ornamental joinery. Modern pergolas remove these elements entirely. What remains is structure in its most honest form. Straight lines, clean intersections, and balanced proportions define the design language. In a modern pergola, nothing is added without purpose. Beams are aligned for clarity. Posts are positioned for balance. Connections are concealed or simplified. The structure feels intentional rather than expressive. This restraint allows the pergola to coexist quietly with its surroundings rather than competing with them. In small backyards, this quality is essential. Excessive detail can quickly overwhelm limited space. A modern pergola avoids this by acting as a frame rather than a focal object. It gives shape to the space while allowing the eye to move freely through it. Designing for small backyards. Designing a pergola for a small backyard requires careful attention to scale. Every dimension must feel appropriate to the space it occupies. If the structure is too large, it dominates the yard. If it is too small, it loses presence and purpose. Achieving balance is the central challenge. Height is often the most critical factor. A pergola that is too low can feel oppressive, while one that is too tall may feel disconnected from the space it is meant to define. Modern pergolas typically maintain generous headroom while keeping roof profiles thin and visually light. This creates openness without exposure. Width and depth are equally important. In small yards, pergolas are often sized just large enough to shelter a specific activity. This might include a seating arrangement, a dining table, or a pair of lounge chairs. By limiting the footprint, the pergola creates a clear zone without consuming the entire yard. Rather than filling space, modern pergolas organize it. They establish boundaries without walls and create rooms without doors. This subtle definition gives small backyard structure while preserving flexibility. Spatial function and lifestyle use. One of the strengths of a modern pergola is its adaptability. It does not prescribe how the space must be used. Instead, it supports a range of activities throughout the day and across seasons. In the morning, it may shelter a quiet seating area for coffee or reading. In the afternoon, it provides shade and relief from direct sunlight. In the evening, it becomes a softly lit gathering space. Because modern pergolas are open structures, they encourage movement and connection. Air flows freely. Views remain uninterrupted. The backyard feels larger because visual boundaries are not blocked. This quality is especially valuable in compact spaces where enclosure can create a sense of confinement. Materials and construction. Material choice plays a defining role in modern pergola design. Aluminum is one of the most commonly used materials due to its durability, lightweight, and ability to maintain slim profiles. Aluminum structures resist corrosion, require minimal maintenance, and allow for precise detailing. These qualities make aluminum ideal for small backyards where visual clarity is important. Steel is often used when additional strength or longer spans are required. Steel pergolas tend to feel more architectural and grounded. When finished properly, steel frames can appear refined rather than industrial, especially when paired with minimal detailing and neutral colors. Wood is sometimes incorporated to introduce warmth and natural texture. In modern pergolas, wood is typically smooth finished and carefully selected. Rough or rustic textures are avoided. The goal is not nostalgia, but balance. Wood softens the structure without compromising its modern character. Finishes and color palette. Modern pergolas rely on restrained color palettes. Neutral finishes allow the structure to blend with its environment rather than stand apart from it. Matte black is commonly used to create contrast and emphasize geometry. White pergolas reflect light and create a sense of openness. Soft gray tones offer balance and subtlety. Natural wood finishes introduce warmth and connect the structure to the surrounding landscape. These finishes work especially well in gardens with abundant greenery. The pergola becomes a backdrop, allowing plants, light, and shadow to take visual priority. Color in modern design is never accidental. Each finish is chosen to support the overall atmosphere of calm and clarity. Roof design and light control. The roof is one of the most expressive elements of a modern pergola. In small backyards, roof design directly affects how the space feels and functions. Open slatted roofs are among the most popular options. They filter sunlight rather than block it, creating patterned shadows that shift throughout the day. This movement adds life to the space without visual noise. Adjustable louver systems offer greater control. Louvers can be tilted to respond to changing sun angles, weather conditions, and personal comfort. In compact spaces, this adaptability allows the pergola to remain useful across seasons and times of day. Fabric canopies introduce softness and movement. They are often retractable, allowing users to choose between full shade and open sky. Polycarbonate panels provide protection from rain while maintaining natural light. Each roof option offers a different balance between shelter and openness. Lighting and nighttime atmosphere. Lighting transforms a pergola after sunset. A well-lit pergola extends the usability of the backyard and creates a sense of warmth and intimacy. Modern pergola lighting is subtle and integrated. LED strip lights are often concealed within beams or roof elements, highlighting structure without glare. Pendant lights add a human scale and sense of comfort, especially over dining or seating areas. Recessed fixtures maintain clean lines and reduce visual clutter. In small backyards, lighting must be carefully controlled. Too much light can feel harsh and overwhelming. The goal is atmosphere rather than illumination. At night, the pergola becomes a softly glowing frame within the garden, offering a place to gather, relax, or reflect. Built-in elements and functional additions. Modern pergolas often incorporate built-in features that enhance function while preserving simplicity. Built-in benches reduce the need for additional furniture and save space. Privacy screens provide enclosure without full separation, filtering views rather than blocking them entirely. Vertical slats and panels can define edges and create rhythm within the structure. Integrated planters introduce greenery and soften hard lines. Each element is designed to serve a clear purpose and integrates seamlessly with the overall form. In small backyards, these features allow the pergola to do more with less. Function is layered without visual complexity. Relationship between pergola and landscape. A modern pergola does not exist independently of its surroundings. It is designed to work in dialogue with the landscape. Plants climb posts, vines weave through beams, and shadows interact with leaves and textures. The structure provides stability, while nature introduces movement and change. This relationship is particularly important in small backyards. Greenery softens the architectural form and prevents the space from feeling rigid. Over time, the pergola becomes part of the garden rather than an object placed within it. Add architectural presence without excess. Their value lies not in size, but in precision. They demonstrate that thoughtful design can elevate everyday environments. A small backyard becomes a place of intention rather than compromise. Small backyard modern pergolas represent a shift in how we think about outdoor living. They are not decorative additions, but architectural tools that shape space, guide movement, and support daily life. Through restraint, proportion, and clarity, they transform limited outdoor areas into meaningful extensions of the home. A well-designed pergola does not demand attention. It earns it quietly, over time, through use, comfort, and balance. In this way, modern pergolas reflect a broader design philosophy, one that values intention over excess and quality over scale. Thank you for watching Homey Studio. If you appreciate calm, thoughtful design and architectural storytelling, subscribe for more content like this.